one red, pour out the Jameson for ancestors to swig.
You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the mother dudes. You rescue me yet again. You put me first everywhere. You make me feel better than the mother dudes.
Thanks for tuning to the Black Fathers Initiative of Cleveland. Really appreciate the love. Make sure you guys click the link in the bio. Subscribe. So today we're going to be talking about fatherhood, of course. But I just came across this post about a man who has 30 kids and says he needs a break because his child support is only paying the women $1.45 a month. So let's get this audio right quick.
When he's working his minimum wage job, he is supposed to give. When he's working his minimum wage job, he is supposed to give 50% of his paycheck to the 11 women that he fathered these children with, and they are supposed to divide it equally. The problem is some of the women are only getting $1.49 because he does work minimum wage. So just this week he appeared in court and he's asking the court to give him a break on those payments, on the $1.49 that he's giving to. A man in Tennessee has 30 children with 11 different women, and he is 33 years old. See, when he's working his minimum wage job, he is supposed to...
All right, so y'all heard that. You got a Tennessee man working a minimum wage job. And he's working a minimum wage job. Bruh, I can't. This is not one of those things that I can even really talk about. This is what we are, but this is what we are talking about. Because there's no way you have 30 kids and you are being a father to all 30 of those kids. And the brother's only 33, so I don't even know. But I could bet money right now that he comes from a single parent household. I bet you his father wasn't in his life. I put money on that. And it's crazy because this is what happens when there is no discipline or structure in the house. Nobody told this man that you got to take responsibility for your actions. Your actions being having sex with women and having children. Therefore, you have to take responsibility for that. You chose to have 30 kids with 11 women, bro? Is you crazy? Are you out your mind, bro? And then you're not married to now one of them? 11. He got 11 baby mamas, y'all. And he not married to now one of them. So, there's a disconnect there for that young man. Somewhere along, like I said, in my opinion, he definitely did not have a father in the household. Not saying that his mother made, him that type of person, but he was never taught that you have to take responsibility for your actions. Because if he was taught that early, he wouldn't have that many kids. Because he would understand that, hey, the more kids I have, the more money I'm going to have to pay out my check. Now, unless he's a little, he might be a little behind or something. Maybe I don't know. I would like to see if he has any health issues or anything like that. Because this is bananas. But just think about this. That's just him by himself. 30 kids. Out of those 30 kids, they all got a father. But I'm quite sure they don't see him. I bet money they don't see him. Not all 30. It's probably a couple of kids that he ain't even seen yet. I'm just saying. Because it's 11 baby mamas. So there's some kids that he probably ain't even met yet. Okay, that he paying child support for. So, and then on top of that, as a woman, okay, this is, and I got to come at you women for this one. But as a woman, okay, you have a child with a man who probably at the time that you was having sex with him, only person you can't fault about this is maybe like the first 2 or 3. After about the third woman, because I'm quite sure he had children with all 3 of those women, and I'm quite sure it was probably 2 to 3, because he got 30. So he has 11 baby mamas. If he had 30, if he had 10 baby mamas, that's 3 kids a mama. So he got 11. So one of them probably only had 1. Probably was smart about it, like, nah, nigga. No, you're not even gonna take care of the one that we got. So no, I'm not having another one with you. But I don't know. You never know. But it's got to be one. It's got to be a female in there that only had like 1 or 2, because the women are uneven. You know what I mean? Like I said, if it was 10, then you could say he had 3 with each girl. But since it's 11, it's like he had 3 with each girl and then 1 with one girl or something. I don't know. I'm not doing the math. But what I am saying is this is ridiculous. And this is exactly what we're talking about when we talk about black fathers and why there's a fatherhood crisis. Because people aren't taking responsibility for their actions. Period. If you have a baby, bro, if you with a chick and you get her pregnant and she has the baby, bro, you're a father, bro. Like, there's no way to get around it. Unfortunately, we can't have the abortions. We can't choose to create. Only a woman can. But if she chooses to create that child, bro, hey, just fall in line and take care of your child, man. I don't care if you don't like the female. You and the female could hate each other. That has nothing to do with the child that you made with that woman and the responsibility that you have to that child. And I feel like a lot of times, as a lot of parents out there don't feel like they have any responsibility to their child. Don't feel like they, need to teach their children certain things so that they can be successful in life. They just feel like, oh, well, he do what he do. Hey, I love him. He's just expressing himself. I've heard so much nonsense and crazy stuff out of women, out of single parent mothers' mouths, that it's ridiculous. And everything that is on this page, I'm quite sure single mothers are coming across and listening to it, whatever, but there's a lot of mothers out there that could care less about being a single mother and raising a child in that atmosphere. And, once again, a lot of women have the mentality that they can do it all. So yeah, I can raise a man too. No, you can't. You can try. You can raise a boy to manhood. So you can raise your son till he's, 18, 19. But that doesn't mean he's a man. Doesn't mean you've instilled the things that it takes to be a man. He's a male. He's definitely a male, but he's not a man. And to even go farther on that, there's a book out that I read that's a pretty good book, and it's called Male versus Man. And definitely check it out. It's a good book. I actually got the book myself. So, like I said, it's a great book. Definitely check it out. And it pretty much talks about the same thing. The difference between a man and a male. Okay? Because that's what women are raising. Women are raising males.